Alright, how's everybody doing? Today I'm going to show you how to make my homemade fettuccine Alfredo. I pretty well got the recipe mastered. The only thing that I would change from what's in this video here is don't add the white cheddar. I think it is better with just the Parmesan cheese and not the white cheddar. That's the only thing I would do different. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to make fettuccine Alfredo. Alright, first thing you gotta do is get yourself a real good tasting beer. Right here I have a brown ale from a brewery in Iowa. Big Grove, that's it. Alright, we're gonna boil some pasta. I got, a handful here, enough for a big plate. I like to make this to order. I think that's the best way to do it. Alright, I like to split it in half. Some people would be like, oh, that's blasphemy. And what I did was I took this big pot, put boiling water in it, but I took my strainer out of my deep fat fryer. So that's a quick way to boil your pasta and strain it all in one. You don't have all that. So, okay. In this pan, I've got some butter, a little bit of olive oil, and some garlic. And I'm going to bring this up, and I'm going to saute this garlic until it is just about brown. While your pasta's boiling, you take a pair of tongs, and you can get in there. And this is a good way to keep it separated. I hate it when your pasta glues itself together. It absolutely sucks. So I like to stir the pasta every once in a while, give it a twist, and that kind of separates it from sticking together. I hate it when your pasta sticks together. It absolutely sucks. Alright, the garlic and butter is starting to brown up a little bit more than I would like, actually. Normally I would use white wine here, but I don't have any, so I'm just going to use a tinge of the beer to kind of deglaze the pan. And try to get all that stuff off the bottom of the pan that's all flavored. Okay? Alright, now we're going to bring this back up, and I'm going to try to reduce this down so that we're back down to the garlic, but we're still going to get all that flavor from the beer. Pasta's looking good. It's just about done. This recipe comes together real quick, so that's why I like to make the sauce while the pasta's going. It's easy. All right. The garlic is caramelized real good, but a lot of that dark color is coming from that dark beer that we poured in there. That's not really a problem. So the worst case scenario is we're going to end up with an Alfredo that's maybe a little bit more yellow than white. Big deal. Alright, heavy cream going in. Half a cup or so. Quite a bit, really. Alright, heavy cream going in. Stir that in, bring it up to a boil. Our pasta's done now, so I'm just going to pull that out, and what's cool about this little thing is it's got a clip, and I can hang it on the side there. It'll keep the pasta warm, it'll steam, it'll stay warm, it's ready to go. Alright, we got our sauce here up to a boil. Now we're going to add in 2 pinches or so. That's it. That's all you need of Parmesan. Most people over Parmesan this. You don't need to do that. Let's reduce our heat down to a medium low, or actually a low, and mix in this Parmesan. Most people add too much Parmesan. Oops, I spilled a little bit there. Let me get my rag. Clean cooks can't be trusted. That's for darn sure, let me tell you. Alright, I'm going to put this on low, as low as it'll go, because it's simmering away. Alright, I'm going to use a little salt. Just a tinge of salt, a little pinch, and a little pinch of pepper. There we go. Alright, now here's the next ingredient, the secret ingredient, or the first of 2 secret ingredients. This is some white cheddar. This is the first time I've tried this, but I've been doing some research, and I think it's going to make a difference. So anyway, here we go. We're going to stir this in, melt it in nice. It's going to be a nice cheesy sauce. This is going to come together well. Oh yeah. Flatten some of that cheese out. It'll just help it melt. One mistake that people make is they put too much cheese in their Alfredo. I think the key is lots of cream, a little bit of cheese. Parmesan cheese, if you use too much, it can become gritty. You don't want gritty Alfredo. But I don't see anyone else that really, I don't know, I see a lot of bad videos on YouTube about how to make Alfredo and very few like good ones. I've tried a bunch of recipes and I'll be right honest with you, most of them suck. I'm actually going to add just a little bit more cream to this. You want it to be pretty runny when you put your noodles in, and you'll see why here in a little bit. You don't want this to be a super thick sauce at this point. So go ahead and bring this back up to a simmer and get all the ingredients incorporated. Make sure you check the bottom so that it's not burning onto the bottom. That's a big thing with this. Okay, our pasta's obviously well drained at this point, and it might need a little help because it's been sitting there. We're going to get it out of that, and we're going to give it a bath in this here, in this Alfredo. Okay? Now, it looks super soupy and runny right now, and that's true, it is. It is super, but we're not done yet. We got one more secret ingredient that we're going to put in this. So, we got this is pretty warm. I'm going to bring it back up to like a medium heat, because our pasta is actually only al dente. It's not completely done because we're actually finishing cooking the sauce or the pasta in the sauce itself. So I'm going to kind of bring this whole dish up to a simmer, to be right honest with you. So I'm bringing it up to medium high, and we're going to go ahead and see if we can't get some bubbling action going on here, and we're going to thicken this sauce up. Well, like I said, we got one more secret ingredient. While that's coming up to a boil, let's get our other secret ingredient ready. All right, this is my other secret ingredient. No, it's not dog food. This is my dog's food. I got an egg here. I'm going to break this egg, and I'm going to separate the yolk from the white. And so I'm just giving my dog the egg white. I could save it, but one egg white isn't going to do me much good. And it's going to be more of a pain to save the container than what it's worth. Okay, so we've got an egg yolk here. Just pour it back and forth. That's how you get rid of that egg white. Alright, so we got an egg yolk here. Alright, our pasta's up to a boil. It's tightening up. I'm going to turn this back down to low and watch the thickening magic of an egg yolk. It's amazing what it does. Throw that on there. Break it up. Stir that into your pasta. I'm telling you, it's the secret ingredient. To me, the thickening power of an egg yolk is it's just as powerful as flour as far as thickening goes. You can already see as the egg yolk is cooking into the pasta, it's really thickening up. Now, this is a little bit more sauce than you probably would need for this amount. Alright, this is the spot where my camera quit working, but I was pretty much done with the recipe at that point. All I did was stir it and cook it for a little bit longer to finish cooking the noodles and thicken up the sauce a little bit. And I was able to plate it up, and then all I did was hit the top of it with some cheap Parmesan cheese, and then I sprinkled some parsley on top, and I served it with some of my homemade garlic knots. So it really turned out good. I'm really happy with it. Like I said, I would not add the white cheddar. That's the only thing that I would do different. And another thing I wanted to mention was make sure that you buy Parmesan in a wedge and don't buy like pre-grated Parmesan, because there's like some kind of they call it like cellulose. It's like some kind of sawdust stuff. Anyway, you want to grate your own cheese for sure. And be careful you don't use too much cheese.
less is more. You can always add more Parmesan after the noodles and sauce are incorporated. You can taste it, and if you need to add more cheese, add more cheese. But you can't take it away, and a lot of people make the mistake of just using way too much cheese in Alfredo, and it becomes so rich that you can't hardly stand to eat it. So, I don't know. Other than that, this is my recipe. Hope you enjoy it.